Have you ever found yourself questioning if a truly healthy relationship is even possible? You see couples who seem to have it all together, but deep down you wonder if they are just putting on a show. Maybe you've been in love only to watch it crumble in front of you, or perhaps you've seen so many toxic relationships that you're convinced that it's just a trap that eventually turns into a nightmare. Some people enter relationship believing that it will be like a romantic movie, but reality is nothing like that. When the excitement fades, arguments start, and responsibilities kick in, it's easy to question if relationships are meant to last or if they are just another emotional struggle. But the truth is, healthy relationships exist and they can last, but only if both people are willing to build them. This isn't about luck, it's not about finding the one and expecting everything to magically fall into place. It's about understanding what really destroys relationships and what truly makes them thrive. So today, we're diving into the real, raw truth about sustaining love, the struggles, the sacrifices, and the secrets that make a relationship strong. Have you ever looked at someone you once loved and wondered how you went from being inseparable to barely speaking? Relationships don't always end with a dramatic explosion. Sometimes they end in silence. One day you stop loving together. The next, the text that once makes your heart race become just another notification. The passion that once lit up your world fades into routine. And then one day you wake up next to the person you swore you love forever and feel like you're sleeping next to a stranger. That's how relationships die. Not with a bang, but with a slow, quiet drift apart. The worst part, most people don't even see it coming. They assume love will hold them together. But love alone is never enough. It takes effort, understanding, and a commitment to choose each other every single day, even when it's hard. Most relationships don't fail because of some big betrayal. They fail because of neglect, resentment, and lack of emotional safety. You may think that love means never leaving, no matter what, but love is not a prison. If staying together feels more like an obligation than a choice, that's not love, that's a trap. Many couples fall into routines that slowly kill their relationship. They stop making time for each other. They assume their partners know how they feel without saying it. They let little resentment build up until they become silent, invisible walls between them. Until one day they realize they are more alone together than they were ever apart. If you want love that lasts, you need to understand what truly makes it strong. There are three things every healthy relationship needs: trust. Trust, the foundation of love. Trust isn't just about believing your partner won't cheat, it's about knowing they won't hurt you emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. It's knowing that no partner, no matter what happens, they will protect your heart, not break it. If you feel like you have to constantly prove your worth, chase validation, or walk on eggshells, that's not love. That's insecurity disguised as passion. Communication, the bridge between the two hearts. People don't just grow apart, they stop talking, they stop being vulnerable, they let small misunderstandings turn into emotional landmines that never get addressed. The way you communicate with your partner will either build a bridge between you or destroy it. If you are afraid to say what's on your mind because of how they will react, that's not love. It's emotional imprisonment. Real love makes you feel safe enough to be honest even when it's hard. 3. Intimacy, the glue that keeps love alive. Intimacy isn't just about sex, it's about being seen, truly seen, and still being loved. It's about sharing the darkest, most vulnerable parts of yourself and knowing they won't run. If your relationship lacks emotional or physical closeness, it's already dying. The truth is, relationships don't stay passionate by accident. People who stay in love choose to keep the spark alive. They prioritize touch, affection, laughter, and deep conversation, no matter how long they've been together. Love isn't something you fall into, it's something you fight for. A relationship lasts not because two people are meant to be, but because they choose each other, even on the days when it would be easier to walk away. Love is not always exciting. Sometimes it's just choosing to show up. It's picking up their favorite snack on the way home. It's listening to their story even when you're exhausted. It's deciding to love them even when you don't feel like it. The most beautiful relationships are not built on grand gesture, but on small everyday acts of love. Can you really sustain a healthy relationship? Yes, but only if you're willing to fight for it. A truly healthy relationship isn't about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone who is willing to grow with you, change with you, and hold your hand through the messiness of life. If you want to love that lasts, ask yourself, am I choosing my partner every day, or am I just coexisting? Because at the end of the day, a healthy relationship isn't about staying together out of obligation. It's about waking up every morning and making the same choice to love, to trust, and to build something real. That's what makes